For this video, I want to be able to further expound upon my money scripts video that I had posted previously. If you haven't had a chance to see that, I am posting that in the description below. I wanted to be able to expound upon our relationship with money, not just from the psychological aspect, but also from the behavioral aspect. I want to be able to talk about the different spending cycles that we fall into that shape our day-to-day functions and relations with money. The first cycle is earning, spending, earning, and money goes in, it goes out. We're not necessarily ahead, but we're also not necessarily behind either. It's a zero-sum game. A medical emergency, a car repair, a home repair, a sudden job loss. Now the cycle has been broken. Now that turns us into where we're looking at taking on debt, which ties us right into cycle number 2, which is going to be spending, earning, spending, borrowing, and spending. In this cycle, we're earning and spending, but we are now borrowing to be able to offset those things that we might not have had a chance to save for, such as the home repair, the car repair, the job loss, and the list goes on. They're now using debt to be able to offset those areas, whether it's a loan to pay for the car repair or for paying a bill. And this could be for a variety of different reasons. This could be for an instance where there was time missed off of work due to a layoff or sick time, or injury. It could have been from a job loss causing you to take on this debt. Inversely, there are also those who will borrow to be able to build a standard of life that they feel that they deserve. This is your keeping up with the Joneses. This is your being able to build a lavish style of living based off of credit cards and other kinds of debt, a inflated income, if you will. And with this lifestyle, this eventually turns into where it's a paycheck to paycheck style of living, and also it doesn't leave room for being able to save or invest. The third cycle of spending is being able to earn, spend, and save. Earning and spending, of course, is a day-to-day routine, and people in this category believe that they can save, but they cannot see it past the day-to-day spending and earning. In order to be able to see more through this spending cycle, there has to be a visual representation of what your savings goal would be. To be able to visualize where that money goes to make it a higher priority for your overall monthly budget, which then ties into the fourth cycle. The fourth cycle being earning, saving, and spending. In this category, this is a vital rule for financial security, which is paying yourself first. This is every time your check comes, being able to take a portion and put it into savings and to be able to use that for your long and short term goals. This will allow you to be ready for building that emergency fund or being prepared for that emergency car repair, home repair, or getting by in case there's ever a loss of income of some kind. That way you're not having to dip into debt. Being able to get to this category, of course, is a very good benchmark of financial stability. And there are various ways of getting there, whether that is through a side income, reducing spending, or getting a second job, or learning new skills to get into a higher paying bracket, or being able to reduce any types of unnecessary spending as well. There are multiple ways to get through those different cycles, but it is important to be able to recognize the different cycles and what they entail, to be able to determine how to best move forward in your own situation. I'm not sure what that might be, but I'm hoping that this will allow you to be able to recognize those different cycles and ask yourself what it will take to get through into a more positive cycle for yourself. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.